True Sports episode 108 is on. I'm Taylor Phillips. He's Louis Tenor. It's tied at 15.
Yeah.
Bills' offense started off really terrible with
I'll say.
2 drives, 2 turnovers, and then they turn it over a third time in the second quarter. I've seen bad starts before, but that, oh my God! But the Bills still came all the way back to tied at 15.
Not exactly the game we thought it was going to be. I mean, closer than we expected. Because last time
A
we
lot closer than we expected.
yeah, because last time we said Bills are going to rout them, and it's going
The
anything but.
Broncos are 3-5. They're trying to catch all the way up.
Mm-hmm.
The Bills are 5-4.
Yeah,
Oh man, the Bills are not. The Bills usually are better than this with Josh Allen,
yeah.
especially.
Weak
But
division.
man, even the Lions the Lions have a better record than even them, than even the Bills have.
Yeah.
The Bills still have yet to take their bye week. Here's what Russell Wilson, play action, quarterback keeper, end around left, gets the first down, goes out of bounds. 5:02 left. Now 5 minutes winding down. Third quarter. Still knotted at 15. Russell Wilson is trying to cook, they say, as they would say. 15 of 17 completions. 120 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 32 rushing keeper yards. First down at the 48 in Bills territory. Here's a handoff. Johnson gets just inside the 45 to about the 44. Williams, not Johnson. Javonte Williams, 16 rushes, 56 yards, 3.5 average. 2nd and 6, a gain of 4. Four minutes left, third quarter. Still tied at 15. Russell Wilson scrambles around traffic and then gets sacked at about the 49 in his own territory. It's going to bring up third down. Russo with a sack, the defensive end for the Bills, number 50. Tripped him, just ankle tackled him from behind for the sack. Third and 12, Broncos from their own 49. They have to get to the Bills 38. Russell Wilson is going to get sacked again. That's going to bring up fourth down, and the Broncos will have to punt with about 3 minutes left and counting, third quarter. Still in a 15-15 tie. A.J. Epenza trying to weave through that Broncos offensive line, and Epenza leg tackles Wilson. And now Riley Dixon punts it away. That's his fourth punt. Now Deontay Hardy makes a fair catch at his own, let's see it, at his own 11-yard line. It will be 1st and 10 Buffalo Bills from there. 2:30 left. And it hits the commercial break. Off to a hot start, aren't we? Go ahead.
Yes, we are. Okay, so we'll take a look at scores here. Not a big night for a lot of teams, so we can get this done rather quickly. Right now, at the end of the first quarter, the Kings lead the Cavaliers 36-25. Nigag has 7 points, and Sabonis has 11 points. All the rest are final. Yeah, the Celtics beat the Knicks 114-98 at the Boston Garden. Yeah. Randall had 25 points, 9 rebounds. That's Julius Randle. And Jason Tatum, 35 points, 7 assists, and 6 rebounds. Raptors over the Wizards, 111-107. Kuzma had 34 points. Siakam had 39 points, 11 rebounds, and 7 assists. And just went final, the Bucks over the Bulls, 118-109. Vunik had 26 points, 12 rebounds, and the Greek Freak had 35 points and 11 rebounds. I believe tomorrow is another fairly light day in the schedule. Tuesday usually is.
Especially for the NHL.
Actually, no, the NBA has a pretty big schedule tomorrow. So it goes like this: 7 o'clock games are the Heat taking on the Hornets, the Hawks taking on your Pistons, the Pacers taking on the 76ers. 7:30 games: the Magic taking on the Nets, the Spurs taking on the Thunder. 8 o'clock, the Mavericks take on the Pelicans. 9 o'clock, Blazers take on the Jazz. 10 o'clock, Clippers take on Nuggets. The Wolves take on the Warriors, and the Grizzlies take on Lakers at 10:30. Back later.
All right. First and 10 Bills from their own 11. 2:30 left, third quarter. Still deadlocked at 15. Buffalo Bills are looking to complete a comeback by taking the lead with a touchdown. Josh Allen in the eye. Hand off to a speedy Dalvin Cook. Gain of about 4 to about the 15, 2nd and 6. PJ Locke the third left the game with a twisted ankle. Allen drops back to pass, throws at the 35, caught. Stephon Diggs, or Davis rather. 143 winding down, third quarter. Bills get big yardage on that Davis reception. Made the catch at the 35 and then cut it downfield. And brought it just barely into Broncos territory at the 48. 1st and 10. Oh, misdirection and a fumble, and the Broncos recover.
Oh, boy.
At the Bills' 47-yard line with 1:13 left to play in the third quarter, and the Broncos will take over on a lost fumble. That's the 4th turnover by the Bills' offense. Oh, my goodness. Just miscommunication
Exactly.
right there. And there was traffic in front of the running back as well.
Yeah. This is a game I never expected.
Just could not control the football physically with his hands. Yeah, the running back's hands were upward. Allen's handoff is like downward, like at the running back's belly.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson in the eye. And here's a handoff off left tackle for a gain of about 2 or 3. It's going to bring up 2nd down. Yeah, that's Dalvin Cook, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Gain of 2, 2nd and 8 from the 46.5-yard line. Wilson scrambles to the right from the pocket, throws dropped and incomplete by Sutton inside the 40. It's going to bring up 3rd and 8, pausing the clock at 29 seconds left in the third quarter. Riza Lulampeng says go. Broncos are 4 of 13 from on third downs, third down conversions. Wilson drops back to pass. He's going to throw it short side to Sutton, and he's going to get just inside the 45 to the 44 and get forced out of bounds there, and that's it. That's going to bring up 4th down. The Bills' defense again steps up after another rare turnover by their offense. And that's the end of the third quarter. It's still tied at 15.
Okay.
Continue.
Before I move on, tomorrow's Spurs, Thunder, and Grizzlies Warriors games. Clippers and Nuggets games will be held on TNT. I thought I'd bring up some college basketball scores since there's not a lot of other action tonight. So break it down like this: number 12 Miami beat Florida International 86-80. Dean had 19 points and 6 assists, and Cleveland had 23 points and 7 rebounds. Big upset here. Pennsylvania beat number 21 Villanova 76-72. Moore had 25 points and 7 rebounds. Perkins had 22 rebounds and 22 points and 6 rebounds. Number 3 Arizona over Southern in a laugher 97-59. Joseph had 22 points. Johnson had 17 points and 6 assists. Another laugher is number 6 Houston beat up on Stenson 79-48. Oglesby had 11 points while Cryer wasn't crying much at all. He had 21 points. And finally, Arkansas over Old Dominion 86-77. Jenkins had 21 points and 7 rebounds. Ellis had 17 points and 8 assists. Oh, actually, we do have one more. I'm sorry. Number 2 Purdue over Xavier 83-71. 6 assists. Okay. Before I was rudely interrupted, Claude had 15 points, 6 assists. Edie, 28 points, 11 rebounds, and 4 blocks. These are games that are in the top 25, as we are now getting into the early weeks of the season with their in-season tournaments. I believe we're about to start the fourth quarter, so I'll be back later.
All right, still tied at 15. Looks like the Broncos are forced to punt. They are. Here's punt number 5. Fair catch made at the 11 again. So the Bills start over to exactly from scratch. Still tied at 15. Still 15 minutes left in the game in regulation. Josh Allen in the shotgun this time. Throws short side. Caught by his tight end. Got a few. That's going to bring up second down. 14:46 left. Kincaid. That's Kincaid, who got one of the touchdowns in that first half. Gain of 7, 2nd and 3. Hand off up the middle off right tackle, first down to about the 23, maybe the 24. We'll get the official spot. 1st and 10 Bills. The Bills have an 0-4 record with 4+ turnovers. Allen in the pistol throws, caught. First down to about the 35, Stephon Diggs. That's only his third catch. 34 yards, 11.3 average. Bills break the huddle. Allen gets the snap. Throws, caught, short gain, just 2. That'll be second down and 8. Singleton makes the stop for the Broncos. 13:07 winding down, fourth quarter still tied at 15. Allen drops back on the snap. Scrambles to the right, has to get rid of it. Throws incomplete toward the Bills' sideline. It'll bring up 3rd and 8 with 12:41 left to play in the fourth quarter. Josh Allen has thrown 15 of 25 for 176 passing, 1 touchdown, and 2 interceptions. Of all those 4 turnovers, the Bills' offense is committed. Trips right, 1 left. Allen throws, bat away, incomplete. And with 12:35 left in the fourth quarter, the Bills are forced to punt. No turnover necessary. Sam Martin, the former Lion, comes on to punt for the Bills. Marvin Mims Jr. back to receive. Here's the punt by Martin. A long one. Caught it just inside the 20 at the 19.5-yard line. Mims goes down the sideline, cuts it up, but gets hit hard at about outside the 45. And now we have a bit of a brawl going on here. Marvin Mims Jr. with a good return, but now we have some curricular activity with 12:22 left to play in the fourth quarter. I think that was a clean hit, but we'll take a look at the replay. Yeah, it's a hit to the shoulder by Ferguson. It was a clean hit. It was hard, but it was clean.
Right.
So the Broncos will have it first down from their own, I think, 46 or 47-yard line as Monday Night Football heads to commercial break. Continue.
All right. We have some college football action tomorrow, actually. All games start at 7 o'clock. Toledo takes on Bowling Green. Western Michigan takes on Northern Illinois. And Akron takes on Eastern Michigan. Now we turn to the ice. A light night on the ice indeed, if I do say so myself. Only 2 games going on. Right now, the Islanders and Oilers are tied at 1 with 14:10 to go in the third period. And At the end of one, the Kraken are being the Avalanche 1-0. On tomorrow's schedule, it reads this way: 7 o'clock games. The Bruins will Bruins will take on the Sabres. The Flames take on the Canadiens. The Knights take on the Capitals. The Penguins take on Blue Jackets. The Lightning take on the Blues. The Ducks take on the Yahoos, or you call them the Predators. Uh, Also, 8 o'clock, the Coyotes take on the Stars. The Devils take on the Jets. And at 10:30, the Panthers take on the San Jose Sharks. Okay, we'll do the standings. Let me go this way. Bruins lead the Eastern Conference Division with the Atlantic at 11-1-2, 24 points. The Panthers 9-4-1, 19 points. The Red Wings 8-5-2, 18 points. The Leafs are 18 points at 8-5-2 as well. Lightning 6-5-4, 16 points. Canadiens 7-6-2, 16 points. The Sabres 7-7-1, 15 points, and the Senators 12 points at 6-7-0. In the Metropolitan Division, Rangers 11-2-1, 23 points. My goodness. Hurricanes 18 points at 9-8-0. Capitals 7-4-2, 16 points. Devils 15 points at 7-5-1, pending tomorrow night's game. Flyers also 15 points at 7-7-1. Penguins 7-6-0, 14 points. Islanders 5-5-3, 13 points. And Blue Jackets 12 points, 4-7-4. Or later on.
All right. Tied at 15. Denver Broncos have the ball back on a punt. 1st and 10 from their own 46. Wilson in the shotgun. Going to hand off to McLaughlin. The Broncos have started 4 drives in Bills territory, but that run's going to bring up 2nd down into just barely into Bills territory, inside the 50 at the 49.5-yard line. Bills territory, a gain of 6, and a gain of 4.5. I'll call it 2nd and 6, and now a flag has been thrown. Play blown dead. False start on the Broncos. That's going to bring up a repeat of 2nd and 11. False start on Cortland Sutton. Ball's placed on the 45.5-yard line, back in Broncos territory. Trips right, 2 left, empty backfield for Wilson in the shotgun. Quick snap, throws. It's a backward pass, dropped, but it bounces out of bounds, far Broncos sideline. That's going to bring up that, and that's ruled incomplete. It's 3rd and 11. Even if it was a backward pass, dropped it. If it's still rolled out of bounds, it looked like it was tipped by Floyd, by the way. Oh no, it's not. Oh no, it's not a backward pass. It's a sideways pass more. Third and 11. Ball re-spotted right on the 45. Wilson snap, throws, caught at the Bills' 40-yard line for a 1st down. Judy to the 35-yard line for a few extra. That is some, not only a 1st down, but some big yardage right there.
Yes.
Jerry Judy is 3 catches on 3 out of 3 targets for 35 receiving yards. Wilson in the eye. One setback. That Williams gets the handoff. Off right tackle. Gets brought down to the 32 for a gain of 3. 2nd and 7. 10:40 winding down. Fourth quarter. Still tied at 15, but the Broncos have it in Bills territory. Javonte Williams, 18 rushes for 61 yards, 34 yards after contact. Second and 7. Russell Wilson in the eye. 2 receivers to the right. McLaughlin gets the handoff, gets a no gain. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7 with 10 minutes left in the fourth, winding down. Oliver making the tackle for the Bills. .9:45 winding down, fourth quarter. Still tied at 15. 3rd and 7 for the Broncos. They have it on the Bills' 32-yard line. I believe the Broncos are just barely in Bills' field goal range. Wilson pitches it, caught, and taking it inside the 25 for a first down. Perrine. 9:19 winding down, fourth quarter. The Broncos somehow keep their drive alive. Smart pitch from Wilson to Perrine. Found him open just in time. (18 of 22) for 151 and 1 touchdown, 32 rushing yards, no interceptions. Russell Wilson not doing too much, handing off to Williams. End around right, gets out of bounds. 2nd down coming up. .8:34 winding down. A gain of 3. 2nd and 7. Still in the fourth quarter. Still tied at 15. Broncos have a time of possession of 31:56. The Bills just 19-28. Possession of the football. Broncos have it 2nd and 7. On the Bills' 21. Wilson shotgun snap, throws short side screen, caught by Williams, gets inside the 20, close to the 15, gets out of bounds. Clock continues to roll. 7:54 left to play, fourth quarter. Another gain of 3. It's going to be 3rd and 4. 7:39 winding down. Fourth quarter tied at 15. 8 plays, 37 yards, 4 and 50 and counting up is the current drive for the Broncos. Play number 9 of this drive coming up. Wilson in the shotgun. 2 left, 2 right, 1 setback. Wilson snap, throws, caught, first down, fumble! But hold on, they might roll it down by contact. That's a first down for the Broncos. Oh, that's close. That is close. What do you think, Lewis?
I think it should be ruled a fumble, but they're not going to call it.
They gave him the first down.
I was going to say, what time to get a fumble? I mean, you're in.
Now a flag is on the play on the snap, the next snap, and the Broncos are going to get hit with a false start penalty. Pausing the clock at 6:41 left to play in the fourth quarter. False start on Garrett Bowles. Probably an offensive tackle. Probably an offensive tackle. ESPN Monday Night Football is still showing that replay of Sutton. He might have been down by contact, landing on his rear end when touched, still with the football. Wilson in the aisle with one setback, standing on the 25. Wilson snap, handoff to Williams, finds a hole, 10 inside the 10, tripped up short of the 5. It's going to bring up second and much more manageable. Just a few more yards to gain. Under 6.5 left to play in the fourth quarter. Still tied at 15. Javonte Williams, 20 rushes for 75 yards. 11th play of the drive coming up. Williams gets another handoff up the middle through traffic, just barely gets the first down. Or is it close to it? We'll see. We'll get the official spot ruling of this. And as the clock continues to wind down to around 5.5 left to play in the fourth quarter, the Broncos are knocking on the door in a 15-15 deadlock. It's first and goal for the Broncos on the Bills 3. 12th play of the drive coming up. Wilson in the eye with one receiver to the left, one setback. Williams the lone setback on the 10. Williams play action, throws to Williams, caught wide open, touchdown Broncos with 5:06 left to play in the fourth quarter.
Wow.
Javonte Williams, a 3-yard touchdown reception, and the Broncos go back up on top, 21-15. The Bills have never had a lead in this game. 12 plays, 54 yards. After a punt, 7:16 time of possession of that scoring drive. And here's the extra point. It's a bad snap, and the placeholder fumbles it and has to recover it, and the Broncos are denied the extra point, and it stays 21-15.
Oh my!
Wow, that's a crazy game, I tell you.
Yeah.
Let me adjust the score here. .506 left. All right. 5:06 left, fourth quarter, 21-15 Broncos. Continue.
Unreal. All right. Well, the White House honored the Stanley Cup champion Vegas Golden Knights today. Taking a short break from world events, President Biden marveled a hockey team that plays in the desert, shine the spotlight not only on the Knights' on-ice accomplishments, but the organization's work in the community in the aftermath of the Vegas Strip shooting back in 2017, which I remember very well. Showing up for the victims' families, survivors, and first responders. In fact, your championship honors them, said President Biden. The diamonds on your rings from a star that you raised. They raised the honored 58 people on the day. Your team is something else. And believe me, they are. All right. Warriors guard Stephen Curry needs help from his teammates, and his team knows it. No question that we need scoring and playmaking, said Warriors coach Steve Kerr. Curry dropped 38 points in a loss to the Wolves last night, his sixth game of the season with at least scoring 30 points. Meanwhile, only once this season, one of his other teammates have scored only about 20 points a game, which was Dario Saric against the Thunder. That was back on November 3rd. Curry outscored in any other player of the Warriors by at least 5 points in all 11 games this season. That's the longest such streak since Michael Jordan did back in the 1987-88 season. Yes. I think we're going back to the game itself, so I'll continue later on.
All right, the Broncos take the lead 21-15, but missed it. They missed the extra. They fumbled the snap on the extra point attempt. Technically, there was technically no kick, and the Bills are going to let the kickoff skip all the way to the end zone for a touchback. Still, 5:06 left to play, fourth quarter. You know, the Bills have never won a Super Bowl. I know neither have my Lions, but man, the Lions 7-2.
Yeah.
Allen's going to hand off to Dalvin Cook, a speedy one at that. Rushes outside the 30, gets brought down close to around the 32. Second down coming up. Under 5 minutes left to play, fourth quarter. (21-15) Broncos, but the Bills have it on their own 32. A gain of 7, second and 3. 4:39 winding down fourth quarter. Allen, the shotgun snap. Hand off to Cook. Up the middle, stays on his feet, fumbles it, but picks it back up. Only 3 Broncos to beat, all the way inside the 20-yard line. Dalvin Cook with major yardage.
Yeah.
And the Bills are just like that in the Broncos red zone. A Bronco stripped Dalvin Cook of the football, but he picked it right back up right in front of him. Oh, man. James Cook, rather. Not Dalvin Cook. James Cook, rather. 9 rushes, 89 yards, 2 receptions, 11 receiving yards. Under 4 minutes left to play. 3:50 winding down fourth quarter. 21-15 Broncos. Here's James Cook again with another handoff to the 20. Off left tackle. Making a move. James Cook. And that is going to be a gain of 6 from the 26 to the 20. It's going to bring up 2nd and 4. James Cook, 10 rushes for 95. 2 catches for 11 receiving. Allen in the I formation. 1 setback, 1 receiver to the right. That's Cook again. Watch out. 15-10. Inside the 10. Brought down about the 7. By 2 Broncos. Moreau being one of them. It's 1st and goal Bills. 3 minutes winding down fourth quarter. James Cook is a speedy son of a gun. 11 rushes for 108. Clock winding down to about 2.5 left to play. Here's Cook again. James Cook misses a tackle, gets close to the 5. Broncos stampede him right at the 5 for a stop. It's going to be 2nd and goal. 2:19 winding down fourth quarter. Bills trying to use up some clock to try to score hopefully for them a touchdown. And the Bills will let it wind down to the 2-minute warning.
All right.
So, continue.
Yeah, Denver Nuggets coach Mike Malone has agreed to a contract extension that will make him one of the highest paid coaches in the league, sources told ESPN. Malone's new deal comes 5 months after winning their first NBA championship. Malone, who has led Denver to winning to start in the Western Conference, spent 8 seasons lifting the franchise out of the draft lottery into the playoffs, and finally the ultimate goal, what else? Winning their first title. The Nuggets' 16-4 playoff record last season, was the most dominant team in the postseason since the Warriors in the 2016-2017 season. Malone is the fourth longest tenured head coach in the NBA, behind the Spurs' Greg Popovich, the Miami Heat's Eric Spoelstra, and the Warriors' Steve Kerr. Now, and not to mention also well deserved. The season with the season, of course, having. All right, carrying on. Okay, we're here. Deshaun Watson led the Browns to an upset victory over the Ravens yesterday. The Browns run back 14 down in the fourth to what was called a statement victory. Dustin Hopkins kicked a 40-yard field goal as time expired to reinsert the Browns in the AFC North race. The Browns, who have not won a division title since 1989, trailed the Ravens by just a half a game. The Browns have not won a game when trailed by 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. Became the fourth team since the start of the Super Bowl era to win after trailing in the first minute and not leading to the last minute of regulation. How about that? We did not back down, said Watson. This was a big moment for us, he said. Watson threw a kick six to Kyle Hamilton on the game's opening series and completed just 6 of 20 passes in the first half. Watson, but he responded in the second half. Despite battling an knee injury. He completed all 14 of his second passes with 134 yards and a touchdown and guided the Browns down the field on the final possession to set up the winning field goal. I'll finish it off. Hit him after this.
All right, 2-minute warning. 21-15 Broncos, but the Bills have it second and goal at the Broncos' 5-yard line. James Cook stands on the sideline. Allen's going to go in the gun. 2 receivers right. 1 setback. Allen snap play action. He's going to keep it himself. Goes in for the touchdown. Just like that, the Bills have tied it up with 21. They're an extra point away from taking a 1-point lead. Josh Allen, a 6-yard touchdown keeper with 1:55 left to play. In the fourth quarter, the Broncos are going to get the football back. 6 plays, 75 yards, 3:11 time of possession on that Bills touchdown drive. Josh Allen made the smart play by keeping himself, by keeping the football himself, and now the extra point attempt. Snap, hold, kick is up and perfect, and it's 22-21 Bills.
And back to bite him.
Yep.
Well, the Broncos, that is.
Yep. So the Broncos have a chance to try to win it with a field goal. But we'll see what happens when the final 1:55 left in the game in the fourth quarter. See, I made a little improvise on this banner here.
Yeah.
And that's the Bills' first lead of the game.
What a time for it to happen.
And here's the kickoff from left to right. It's going to be a touchback. Sails over the end zone. Quite a booming kick from the Bills' own 35-yard line. A doinked extra point off the left upright, and then a muff snap by the placeholder on another extra point attempt. Jeez, that Broncos special team.
Yeah.
unit is extra point unit is garbage tonight.
Trash.
For crying out sideways. Okay, Russell Wilson in the gun. 2 receivers left, 2 right, 1 setback. Gets the snap. Drops back. Pitches it complete to the 30, 35, 40. Outside the 40 and brought down at about the 43. That's Perrine again. That's the second time this quarter Wilson has successfully pitched it to Perrine. And this time he gains even more yards than on the first time. And the Broncos approach midfield again. And the Bills, I believe, have a player down. Have a defender down with 1:39 left to play in the fourth quarter. Both teams have 2 timeouts left each. Bills lead 22-21. As they take it just a 30-second break, but the Broncos still have it moving from right to left. The Bills have looks like Lewis was the player being down. Lowered his helmet on the replay. Oh man! But he walks off under his own power, and he looks to be okay. So it's 1st and 10 Broncos. There's Damar Hamlin, the guy who last season suffered a seizure.
Yeah.
We remember that. Damar Hamlin, the safety. 2 receivers to the left. Wilson throws, dropped by Sutton, incomplete. Well covered there. Only by Douglas. Only 3 seconds elapsed time. Clock is paused at 1:36 left to play in the fourth quarter. Cortland Sutton is back on the field for the Broncos. 2 receivers left, 2 right. 1 setback. Russell Wilson in the shotgun. Wilson gets the snap, stays in the pocket now, carries it forward himself outside the 45 to about the 47, maybe the 48-yard line. I'll bring up 3rd and manageable here. 1:22 winding down fourth quarter. It's a gain of 5, 3rd and 5 for the Broncos. .110 winding down fourth quarter. Wilson gets the snap of the shotgun, scrambles to the right a little bit, throws, caught. Perrine, first down. Inside Bills territory, inside the 45. Nope, they say it's going to be brought down at the 46. First and 10. Broncos from the Bills 45, rather. Short pass caught by the tight end at about the 40 by Troutman. And now, after second down is coming up, the Broncos take a timeout with 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. A gain of 6, 2nd and 4. Bills 22, Broncos 21. 40 seconds left. Broncos now have 1 timeout left. Broncos are making really smart plays. Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson has thrown 24 of 29, 192 yards, 2 touchdowns, 37 rushing keeper yards. Broncos are still huddling up. 19 seconds on the play clock. Broncos break up the huddle. Play clock winds down to 9. Russell Wilson, the shotgun, 2 left, 2 right, 1 setback. Wilson gets the snap, and he gets knocked down and sacked. That's going to bring up 3rd and long. Epenza with the sack, and the Broncos will have to take another timeout with 35 seconds left. That knocks the Broncos out of field goal range. That's near midfield. Epenza with a sack for the Bills.
Yeah.
Yeah, a blitz of mixed players was caving in on Russell Wilson. He could not. He didn't have enough time to react or move. Broncos have it on the Bills' 45-yard line again. 3rd and 10. Broncos are out of timeouts. They can get out of bounds to pause the clock. Bills rush 7. Wilson snap in the shotgun, throws deep downfield, got a man, and it's broken up. But there's a flag on the play. 2 flags are being thrown. It was broken up by Johnson of the Buffalo Bills, number 7. I believe the officials are going to call this pass interference.
I think so.
And that's a spot foul indeed by rule in the NFL. Oh yeah, there's the push right there. That's an easy call. You can't do that.
Nope. Dirty
That's
pool.
That's a selfish play by the defensive back. You got to play the ball, not the body.
Yep. Dirty pool right
Anytime you play the body in any way, shape, or form, you commit a stupid penalty.
Yes, and it could cost you.
Yes, it especially can cost you in this situation.
Yeah. How dumb do you have to be?
Yeah. Bills players and fans can disagree with this all they want in one-sided fashion just to defend themselves for their own pride, but it won't matter. Broncos take a knee. The Bills call their second charge timeout. It's 2nd and 12. Will Lutz is 10 of 13 on lead-changing field goals in the final 2 minutes of the fourth quarter or overtime. 10 of 13 in field goal attempts. On league-changing field goal attempts in the final 2 minutes of the fourth quarter and overtime combined. So he's not quite perfect, but solid.
Yeah.
A solid statistic. Broncos are going to take a knee again. The Lions did that at SoFi Stadium to set up the game-winning 41-yard field goal by Riley Patterson as time expired.
Yes.
The Bills are trying to imitate the Lions here, or the Broncos are going to. The Broncos are going to trying to imitate the Lions, just like the Bills did earlier this season.
Yeah.
But it's part of the It's part of the strategy. It has nothing to do with sign. It has nothing to do with sign stealing. I promise.
Right.
3rd down for the Broncos. We already understand the strategy here.
Yes.
It does not. That does not even take sign stealing. Evidently, definitely not rocket science.
No.
24 seconds left, fourth quarter. Bills just recently called their third and final charged timeout. 3rd and 13 for the Broncos. Wilson will take one more knee. Wait a minute. Yeah, they'll take one more knee and then quickly transition to their field goal unit. 10 seconds wind down. A 41-yard attempt by Lutz. Here's the kick, and it's up, and it's no good. Wide right. Are you kidding me? But a flag has been, but two flags have been thrown here. What's the call again? It's on the Bills, but too many men for the Bills. 12 men on defense. Oh my God. The Broncos are going to get that pauses the clock at 4 seconds left. Oh my God. So Lutz is going to get a free kick here from 36 yards out.
Bonehead move of the week.
Oh my goodness. Will Lutz is going to get another field goal attempt from 36 yards out instead of 41. 4 seconds left. Here's the snap. Kick is up and perfect. With no time left on the clock, and the Broncos win it 24-22.
I don't believe it. Over a stupid move like what they did.
Yeah.
What a dope.
Yep. Yep. Easy. Like I said, an easy pass interference call, and then the Bills had 12 men on the field.
Yeah, that was
the Bills' special teams field goal defense had 12 men on the field, and because of that, Will Lutz nails perfectly a 36-yard field goal as time expired to win it for the Denver Broncos. They just imitated the Detroit Lions this week. I got to give them credit.
Oh, sure.
The Broncos improved to 4-5. The Bills dropped to 5-5. Broncos win it 24-22. It's all yours, Lewis.
Okay. That should be known as the bonehead move of the week. All right, so to continue on with the article that
more pop-ups.
Right. Okay. As I was mentioning. Okay, Bucks forward Jay Crowder missed 2 months after suffering a left adacore and left abdominal tear. The Bucks made the announcement this evening. Crowder left Saturday's game against the Magic, but what was described as a groin strain. He flew to Philadelphia to be further evaluated by Dr. Bill Myers, who specializes in core injuries. Crowder is scheduled to undergo surgery tomorrow. In 9 games this season, Crowder has averaged 8.1 points per game and 3.9 rebounds on 53% shooting, and is third on the team with minutes played behind Giannis and Damian Lillard. The Bucks acquired Crowder after last season's trade deadline in February, but after sitting out the first half of the season, Crowder never found a rhythm in 18 games of the Bucks down the stretch. However, under Griffin, Crowder has transformed into a key reserve, appearing in all 9 games this season after may have had back-to-back starts, while for Chris Middleton has been sitting out back-to-back games. Okay, so well, good luck on that one. At least they're doing something right. Of course, hopefully they'll be careful with that debacle they had during the postseason when they of course they had the best record in the entire league, and then they just choked in the playoffs in the first round. All right, well, make it a double in NHL hockey as Brendan Schween and Pavel Bornovich scored a pair of hat tricks as they beat the Blues last night. As the Blues beat the Avalanche 8-2 last night. Torrey Krug and Alexei Torpenkano also scored for the Blues, and Jordan Binghamton stopped 36 shots to even up the season series. Schwinn got his fourth hat trick of his career, and his first since 2017, while Bosnovich got his third. Our offense has changed since the last time we met in this building. We had some meetings, and we're shown some league-wide trends on how to score and what works. And what we were doing was all wrong. So, since that point, the buy-in has been there and paid off. Miko Rattan and Jack Johnson were the only good scorers for the Avalanche, who lost their second straight home game. Alexander Georgiev gave up 6 goals and was pulled in the third period. Ivan Prustov came in as a replacement and stopped 12 shots. 6 goals. You should have took him out there in the second period, man. Ugh. Charlotte Hornets coach Steve Clifford says that Miles Bridges will step back into a more significant role when he returns on Friday night against the Bucks. The game marks the end of a 10-game suspension that began the season for his role in a 2022 domestic case involving the mother of his 2 children. I think he's ready to play, said Clifford. Following yesterday's loss to the Knicks, he is able to practice every day. We are well organized when he's there. He is in good shape and has worked hard. Bridges will serve the final game with his 10-game suspension tomorrow against the Miami Heat. As for today, he is scheduled for a hearing on. He was at a hearing on a criminal summons issued last month for violating the domestic violence protective order, misdemeanor child abuse, and injury to personal property. The criminal summons describes a series of events during custody exchange between Bridges and his so-called girlfriend. He is accused of throwing billiard balls at the vehicle with his children that were inside the car, smashing the windshield, and leaving dents in the car, according to the summons. He is also accused of threatening her if she told the police that Bridges would take everything from her and withhold child support, and will allow his current girlfriend to yell, kick, and scream at the victim's car with the children inside it. The summons did not say that the woman was inside the car. Oh boy. Tyrese Maxey scored a career-high 50 points. Joel Embiid scored 37 as the Sixers improved to 8-1 last night with a win over the Pacers. Maxey was 20 for 32 from the field and had 7 rebounds and 5 assists and 3 blocks in the first of 2 straight games between these teams. His previous high was 44 against the Raptors in October 2022. Maxey dedicated his performance to his teammate Kelly Oubre, who was struck by a car in Center City on Saturday evening and suffered a rib fracture in the process. Maxey's final basket came on a 32-foot step-back three-pointer with 65 seconds left to play. Embiid was tagged Maxey with the nickname "The Franchise" in past interviews, passed the ball instead of screen to free him. Joel wanted me to get 50 even more than I did, Maxey said. When he gave me the ball, he said, "You're going to shoot the ball." And that's why I appreciate my teammates and coaches and fans. It was a great night for us, and that's what mattered most. And of course, we certainly, wish his teammate, a speedy recovery. I mean, to get hit by a car like that. Yeah. Good luck, Kelly. We're pulling for you. All right, so back to Deshaun Watson here. On the final possession, Watson completed all 3 of his passes for 30 yards and rushed for 16 yards for a first down. But that's not all. The Browns were down by as many as 15 points after Odell Beckham Jr.'s 40-yard touchdown cash to start the second half. But the Browns came back with a 17-play, 10-minute drive that ended with his 2-point conversion run. Watson answered again in the fourth with a 10-yard scramble touchdown to Elijah Moore for the win. Wow. Some game. Well, the Steelers lost another linebacker for the season as Quan Alexander suffered a torn Achilles tendon in yesterday's win over the Packers. He suffered the tear in what was called a non-contact injury. Quan Alexander has serious lower body injury, said Coach Mike Tomlin. He is being evaluated, but doesn't look promising. Well, at least not right now. Alexander previously injured his Achilles before. That was back on a Christmas Day game in 2020 when he then played for the Saints. He was honored with the Ed Block of Courage Award by the Saints the following season. When he started the season opener just 9 months after the injury. He is not known if it's the same tendon, however. He signed with the Steelers in the offseason and has been a mainstay in the revamped linebacker corps in their win over the Titans. Alexander had the game-winning interception against Will Levis in the end zone. On the season, Alexander has 41 tackles with 5 tackles for a loss and a forced fumble with the interception. While Alexander and Cole Holcomb both out, second-year linebacker Mark Robinson got his first extended look at the season alongside Eldon Roberts, who was limited to practice with a knee injury. Yeah. Gotta watch those injuries, especially this time of year. I know I have something else. Oh, yeah. Okay, Mississippi State announced today that they're firing head coach Zach Arnett after one season. Arnett, who served as the Bulldogs defensive coordinator for 3 seasons, was promoted to head coach last December after the sudden death of coach Mike Leach. Arnett's hiring also came with the search for a new athletic director, as former athletic director John Conan left to become the athletic director of Auburn. Mississippi State at 4-6 have lost 6 of their last 8 games, including a loss to Texas A&M, who fired their head coach Jimbo Fisher, over the weekend. As part of my evaluation, I feel a change in leadership is needed to move the football program forward and position it towards its highest level of success, said athletic director Zach Selman said today. I have the utmost respect for what he has done to the program. However, the progress and on-the-field results had not been the standard required for Mississippi State to achieve the levels of success that we need and expect. The Bulldogs have struggled on offense and have only scored more than 70 points per game once in 7 conference games, and have only scored 33 points in their last 4 games overall. Yeah, it's ugly. The Bucs training staff found nothing wrong with Baker Mayfield's thumb this morning and will be ready for Sunday's game against the 49ers, source told ESPN. Mayfield said yesterday that his thumb was okay after a hit on the helmet in the fourth quarter in their victory over the Titans. He did not miss any plays after the injury, but the Bucs relied heavily on the running game in the fourth quarter. Yeah. He passed for 278 yards with 2 touchdowns and an interception, which improves the Bucs to 4-5, good enough for second place behind the Saints in the pathetic NFC South division. And believe me, that is pathetic. Yeah. There was something else. Oh, yeah, there's... I hope I didn't lose it, though. The MLB awards are coming out, and yeah, I had. Well, I'll get back to that as soon as possible. Almost forgot about the NBA standings. So let's read that right now. In the Eastern Conference, the Sixers are 8-1. The Celtics are a half game back at 8-2. The Pacers are 6-4, 2.5 back, also along with the Heat and Bucks. The Hawks are 5-4, 3 back, along with the Orlando Magic. The Knicks, Nets, and Raptors are all 5-5 at 3.5 back. Not bad. Cavaliers are 4 back at 4-5. The Bulls are 4-7, 5 back. The Hornets are 3-6, 5 back. The Wizards are 2-8, 6.5 back, and the Pistons, 2-9, 7 back. In the West, we have a tie at 8-2 between the Nuggets and the Mavericks. The Wolves are 7-2, a half game back. The Rockets are 6-3, a game and a half back. The Thunder are 2 back at 6-4, and the Warriors are 2-5, 6-5 at 2.5 back. The Lakers are 3 back at 5-5. The Kings are 4-4, also 3 back, and the Pelicans and the Suns and Pelicans are at 4-6, 4 back. Clippers and Blazers are 3-6 at 4.5 back. The Spurs are 3-7, 5 back. The Jazz are 3-7, 5 back, and the Grizzlies 2-8, 6 back. Oh wow! But like we said, of course, it's early, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem right now. But I'm still not crazy about that in-season tournament stuff. That stuff, I don't think it really belongs there. To be honest with you, completely ridiculous. I think of it more as like a scam. To be honest. Okay. Here we go. I have a story here for the for you baseball fans as the postseason awards heat up. And it goes like this. Corbin Carroll. Okay. 5 years after they played together in the best high school baseball players in America, D-backs outfielder Corbin Carroll and Orioles shortstop Gunnar Henderson won Rookie of the Year in their respective leagues. That was announced on Monday. Because both started, and by the way, they were unanimous decisions. That's only the 5th time it's ever happened. Because both started the season in the major leagues and were ranked among the top 100 prospects in baseball, their teams will receive an additional first-round pick in 2024 as part of the prospect promotion incentive that the players' union pushed for in the collective bargaining negotiations to discourage service time manipulation. Carroll is expected to finish high in the National League Most Valuable Player voting that will be revealed on Thursday. He had 25 home runs and 54 stolen bases on the season, the second in the major leagues, only behind NL MVP favorite, who else? Ronald Acuna Jr. Henderson, who helped the Orioles to a 161 season and the American League East title, wrote a combination of power and smooth defense to the award and became the Orioles' first Rookie of the Year player since Greg Olson back in 1989. Wow. The last time both Rookies of the Year took the 30 of 30 first place votes was in 2017 when New York Yankees outfielder Aaron Judge and Dodgers first baseman Cody Bellinger won the awards. The other seasons where the two unanimous winners were 1997's Nomar Garciaparra of the Red Sox, yuck, and Philadelphia's Scott Rowland in 1993, California's Tim Salmon, and the Dodgers' Mike Piazza in 1993, and 1987's Oakland's Mark McGwire, and San Diego's Padres' Bettino Santiago. Carroll led off, and Henderson hit 6th in the Under Armour All-American game played back in 2018 at Wrigley Field. A team that also included Kansas City Royals shortstop Bobby Witt Jr. and Yankees shortstop Anthony Volpe. Carroll went 2 for 3 in that with a run scored, and Henderson was 1 for 3 with a pair of RBIs. So many of the young, exciting players in our league happened to be from that year, Carroll said. I'm fans of one of them as well. Yeah. Well, who can blame him? So congratulations. And other awards will be handed out throughout the week. and I'll have them posted up, of course. All right, we do have one NBA game. Actually, we have a couple games left because there's some late games going right now. I believe the Islander game is finished. Yes, it is. The Oilers beat the Islanders 4-1. Wow.
Oh yeah, that's an Eastern Conference game. It's almost midnight for God's sake.
Well, they are playing on the West Coast.
Oh, they are okay.
Yeah, they're playing on Edmonton.
But it just got done.
Right.
Okay.
That game started at I think 9 o'clock our time. And in the second period, late stage of the second period, the Avalanche lead the Kraken 2-1 with just under 2.5 to play. We have one NBA sport of mention here, as that's a fairly late game. We're in the third period right now, as the Kings are leading the Cavaliers 92-80. Mitchell has 17 points. Sabonis has 18 points, 8 assists, and 7 rebounds. Okay, that ends my report. I'll turn back over to you, Taylor.
All right, that's True Sports episode 108. So we'll be back Sunday night at 10:30. Actually, Saturday night at 10:30 because
All right.
I'll be here.
Okay.
Saturday, Sunday, and Monday it'll be a True Sports triple header.
All right.
Episodes 109, 110, and 111. All start times 10:30. College football and Saturday, NFL Sunday, and then Monday night football.
Got it.
Of course,
Yes.
as both seasons wind down.
Yeah.
So, this has been True Sports episode 108. For Lewis, I'm Taylor. Stay true, everyone, and believe it or not, it's True Sports. Ta-ta.
Good night, folks.